So you want to tell a story about how we first met?
Oh my God. Okay. So the story is we both go to the same gym. And one day, it was like what, 2 o'clock in the morning? Was it that late? It was pretty late.
I swore it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I don't know about all that now.
What time was it? Like 12 or something?
I remember it being like noony.
No, dude, it was in the night.
Okay,
because that's when our gym gets really lonely.
Interesting.
I think, knowing you probably wouldn't be there at 2 o'clock in the night. During that time, though, I would go to the gym at 2 o'clock. But, okay, so it was like late in the night. He was the only boy in the gym. And I've been going there for, I want to say, 2 years already. And I didn't make a single friend. So I'm like, what?
We're not surprised.
Shut up. Side eye.
You're going to figure it out in a sec. But anyways, continue.
So I was like, you know what? Like, let me make a friend. Oh, shoot. I think I was covering the mic. Ooh.
You're all good.
All right. So I was like, let me make a friend. He was, during the time, he was doing one of the machines that was like by the treadmill. Because I remember I was in the studio, so I just went up to him. And I said, hi, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Maddie. He goes, hi, Devontae. I'm like, nice to meet you. And then from there, we just started talking, and he realized I'm a psychopath. And I don't know why we're friends now.
So that was the tame version. Let me give y'all the real version. Basically, she always said hi to me because she just wanted to make sure I wasn't a weirdo, which is actually a very valid point. I could not even argue with that when she told me that. But the problem is getting to know her better. It's like, so you claim that basically, Mari here is the type that feels I need to pay her to speak to her.
Yeah.
So I always got to remind her, you talk to me first. So clearly that's not true.
Time is precious. And time is money, yeah.
Look, but, I just wanted her to tell that story because like she said, y'all gonna figure it out real quick. How are we friends?
Yeah.
And trust me, I question this every single time I talk to her. But
yeah,
real quick though, what's going on? It's the Mackism effect. Your boy, the real Mackism, aka Devontae, have this very somewhat special guest. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But happy to have her on. My good friend Maritza. I actually don't know your last name, and we're not gonna do all that, so we're just gonna move on. Anyways, but so this her first podcast. I'm gonna make sure to keep it tame because I'm not sure how she gonna do today, but we gonna figure this out. Hey. But other than that, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good.
Same old?
Yeah. I just went to the gym and filmed, and now I'm here.
Oh, no work today?
No, I don't work Saturdays.
Oh, that's nice. So. I know your staff be happy.
They actually texted me. They missed me, so I don't know what to tell you.
What? Oh, wow. Yeah, well, they probably got Stockholm syndrome.
Nah. Right now, I'm working like part-time at Scottsdale. So I'm only at my store for half the week. And then the other half, I'm at Scottsdale. So.
And you want to tell the viewers store you work at?
So I work at a place called Viore. It's like athletic leisure wear. We have 4 locations in the Valley, soon to be 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, okay. I only thought there was 2.
Yeah, no. Okay. So there's 3. So there's one at the west side at Tanger Outlet, which is the one I work at. And then there's one in Scottsdale Fashion Square and one in Scottsdale Curling Commons. So it's like by the quarter. Like if you've been to Dominic's, like it's by that. And then there's one in Tucson, and a new one is going to be in Chandler Mall.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. So it's funny because you actually put me onto Viore, obviously with the hat. But so I know you work there, so this is going to be, I know what you're going to say, but Viore or Lululemon?
Viore, 1,000%.
Why?
The return policy is a lot better. So you have
Agreed.
120 days. It's called Investment in Happiness. And this is me upselling my brand. Even after the 120 days, we'll still take the item and just want to make sure that our customers are happy and like taken care of. So it's like priority number one. Number two, they pay for my workout classes. Like I love that.
Must
and they're
be
not
nice.
as cutthroat as Lululemon. I've talked to a couple of Lululemon employees and punctuation is key over there. You have to be at your shift 5 minutes before. If not, you're cut.
Dang.
Yeah, they're cutthroat, dude. Like it's bad. And then I think our culture just was really cool. It's literally
Okay, so
like
y'all are way more relaxed. Okay.
yeah, it's literally just California coastal lifestyle. Like
See, my problem is like with Lululemon or Lululemon, that right there already, that's a problem.
oh
Yeah. Hey, look, man. You know, it's kind of feel bad for Asians once I heard that. Heard the reasoning,
and
but
you know what?
they still love Lululemon.
It's a sad thing,
But-
but
Yes,
it's all made, though.
but here's my problem with the brand. It's more so like a lot of their stuff just feels so like, I don't want to say tacky to me, but there's times where I'm like, the quality is just not here with this product. Like, I feel like every pant I've ever tried on from Lululemon, just trash.
yeah.
And then you put me on to the Viore pants, absolutely my favorite pants. Like I was just telling a buddy about them, like, look, I am so glad I got a friend that works for them because, and I'd be broke.
They are pricey, I will say. So
But, hey, they're quality.
you know.
And me, I like quality.
Yeah, which is literally like the whole thing. And also I feel like with Lululemon, like they try to keep up with brands or I mean the trends so fast that sometimes they just miss that quality.
So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Do you like trends?
I love trends.
Why?
Like fashion trends?
Yes.
Because I think fashion
You don't know how to dress. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
I'm kidding. I'm
no,
kidding.
I
I'm
think
kidding.
fashion is just all about like self-expression and like new trends sometimes help expose people to that. So it's like cool to see how like me personally, I wear all black. So
I've noticed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like I don't like it. But when there's something cool like you know what mall pants are?
Vaguely. Vaguely.
I love me a good pair of mall pants.
You know, you want to tell them what mall pants are.
Okay, if you guys have ever seen the Looney Tunes, Daffy Duck wears a pair of mall pants to the mall. What mall pants are very loose jeans, like a very loose wide leg jeans. And I'm a fan. Truly, I am. So every time I wear my mall pants, I always have to remind people of that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I only ask because I am like anti-trend everything. And it's more so just, I think it gives people a false sense of fashion to a degree. Because I like how you put it. Fashion is self-expression. But then I look at people put on certain things. I'm like, dude, like, you weren't wearing that till everybody else was wearing it. Like, at least like try a little
Have
bit.
some originality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, have some pride. Like, but I just had to ask. So yeah.
Valid.
So, reason being why I wanted you on this episode, not only because it's your first pod, but I tell people this all the time. I do not duck any verbal fades, and you're one of very few that actually will give me a challenge.
You and me have so many verbal fades.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Hey, look. But also, too, at least I can say our verbal fades aren't just for no reason at all. At least
have
they
a point.
go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I always say, I'm not going to verbally fade with somebody just for no reason. Now, if I am doing that, it's mainly because I'm just trying to troll. But you had to push me there already. But so the big thing that we always like to talk about is more so relationships. But at the same time, it stems into other stuff too. And I do have a running joke with you, which I will not say on here.
That says between us.
You're lucky. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. As soon as this camera goes on, we will probably get into it.
Oh my.
But I do want to start off with this. As far as relationships go, male versus female perspective. Now, you as a female, how do you feel about modern day relationships right now?
Fucking suck.
Okay.
They're the worst.
Okay.
But, you know, game respects game. At the end of the day, game respects game.
Now, what kind of game? Hang on.
Okay, so like I go to the club a lot, you know? And in this club
already ain't gonna be good. Mm-hmm.
In this club, you get to meet people, you get to see people, you see regulars, you know? And there was this one guy there, and he was there with some girl. The next day he was there with another girl. And you know what? That ain't none of my business. That is not any of my business. Game respects game. Yup. Because you know what? Hell yeah, me too. But why would you go to the club? You're going to the club not to fall in love. You're going to the club for a good time.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair.
But when it comes to like cheating and like if you're in a solid relationship and like you're still on games, like get the fuck out of there, please. Like I cannot with men who just disrespect the woman that they're with, that they so claim like, oh, I'm all about her, like she's my everything, this and that. Like you guys should have just been straight up and had a mature conversation about it, and have a mature relationship and be like, if things are gonna be like this, A, B, and C, if you're with it, cool. If you're not, bye. You know?
Down on the F-bombs, by the way. You're good. Yeah, my mom watches low-key.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're good. No, that's not her name.
What's her name?
Young.
Young?
No.
She never took your dad's?
No. Oh, they never got married.
Oh.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Lord. Okay.
But, okay, I do respect that. More so, I think the biggest issue that I see right now is social media is the biggest issue. I feel it gives everybody that false perception, and that's usually what leads to a lot of toxic relationships now. But also, there's so many other variables. I mean, it can come from politics, it can come from religion, heck, it can sadly come from race, because we've had that conversation.
Yeah.
And it still honestly blows my mind at times, because with you being Hispanic, me being black, you know, I've had talks with other Hispanic women, and they have literally told me like, oh yeah, that older generation, oh, they catch their daughter with a black dude, oh, it's over. Like, that is very frowned upon. But I want to know why.
It's honestly just racism in Mexico. It's still very much a thing. Colorism too. Like in my family, half of my family is very like lighter skin, and the other half, my dad's side, is more darker skin. You know, because my grandma's like actually like indigenous. Even with my cousins, like we were always paired up, and we're like, oh, like why can't you be prettier like me or like this? Like
dang.
My cousin's a lot like darker skin tone than me. It's just like something that's engraved in our culture, and it's honestly super sad. But it's weird because we've also had the first black president.
That's what's crazy.
That's what's crazy, right?
Yep. So, and then isn't there like a specific, well, how would you call them in Mexico? Are they states or countries?
They're states.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So,
yeah.
Well, I just had to make sure, like, if it's not, because how Africa is a continent, but there's countries in that. I just had to double check.
Nah, we're in the North Americas.
I just had to double check. Excuse my ignorance.
Yeah.
But isn't there a state in Mexico where you tend to see a lot of people that would look like me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And, you know, I only asked that because I was breaking this down to our friend Marco at the gym. Shout out to him, by the way.
Oh, Marco.
He's going to be very surprised.
Marco.
So I was breaking it down to him, like how you see a lot of Brazilians that tend to look like me.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him it's a whole story. I'm not going to get into it right now, and I was telling him, I mean, think about it like this. If you have people in your demographic that do either look black or have darker skin, I'll put it as, or look black, plain and simple, you can't really like be racist because it's like they're still like, you shouldn't be being racist to them. They're still a part of your demographic.
Right.
But at the same time, you know, being told like, because I had a homegirl that literally told me like, oh, if it's better from like the older generation of Hispanics perspective, it's better for their like daughters and granddaughters to be with a Hispanic man, even if he's, you know, abusing her and such, versus being with a black man. And I'm like, that is the most messed up thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. See, this is what's so like messed up about our culture is that people only care about how things look. It's never like what the actual truth is.
I think you say that about any culture, low key.
Right, yeah. But I mean, you take a look at like religion, or take a look like at how Mexicans represent themselves. Like, they're very prideful people. If you don't believe me, go to a UFC fight, please. Like, please.
Interesting.
Anything with Canelo.
Yeah. And I like Canelo, actually. That's my guy.
One of my favorite. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
But it's just like they rather make like the couple look good, and in their eyes, good is someone with like lighter skin tones, and like making sure appearances are better than the actual truth. That's why in Mexico there's a bunch of like DV cases, and there have been more women killed there, and they don't speak about it because it's just like in our culture to look the other way, sadly. Yeah. You know, now with the woman president, maybe things will change, but
yeah. And I mean, even in the black community, I mean, we deal with colorism as well, the whole light skin, dark skin battle, which has always been so crazy to me, because it's like, you know, obviously before being in the sun so much, I used to be a tweener. I'll put it as
a tweener.
Oh yeah, I used to be a lot lighter, but I work outside a lot.
In betweener?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was not always this shade. Like, I just work in the sun a lot. Yeah, because it's like, you know, I've seen it with my mother from time to time, just how she gets treated by other black people, and it's like, it's so weird to me, because it's like, dude, we are literally going through the exact same thing. But then it's like, once you look back at history, you just realize it's always been a thing. But, you know, aside from all that too, I think religion is another one too. You know, like I told you, I'm Jehovah's Witness. So that already makes pursuing a relationship in a sense, well, yes and no. Okay. Because I tell people like this, it is only hard because you have to really, how can I put this in a good way? You kind of have to be mentally strong in terms of like, I know I don't need to be talking to this girl because she does not believe the same way that I do. And that'll just make things harder over time. So that's probably always my battle. Yeah. But again, you talk about other religions. Some are okay with, you know, mixing religions. Just I myself, I just cannot do that. It would just be too difficult. Yeah. I don't know if you're religious or not.
I'm Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't go to church, but I believe in it.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't knock it. And then politics is another one. We've talked about this. Yeah. Which that one, so this is going to be my hot take. I don't really see like a big deal about if you guys don't always politically agree, because you can always change your perspective if you're willing to learn. So that one I kind of can like excuse a little bit myself. Now I get it. Some can't. I totally understand. Now, let me ask you this. With all the dudes that you have talked to or been in relationships with,
Oh my God.
no, I'm not digging too much. What was probably the biggest disagreement that you ever had?
Honestly, not a lot.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good at least.
Yeah, well, okay, so a lot of them own their own business, so they were
That's
obviously,
cool.
you know,
I respect it.
that side. And you know, they like that side a lot, and I can understand when they would explain their reasonings to me. I can understand it. The thing with me is, you know, this I don't really like to talk about politics just because like
Same.
I myself am not as educated in that, and like also like
Hey, but respect to you for being honest.
yeah, I'm like also like it's always gonna be fulfilled with empty promises. So why would I invest my time in all this? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's like some people that are very like this and this and that, and I'll gladly hear what you have to say. But that's just my preference. I was like, you respect me, I'll respect you, like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean I get it. I guess women's reproductive rights, but like other than that, like why are you telling someone what to do with their body? But to each their own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's always a battle I deal with too. Like, I hate that most people think just because you're religious, you're automatically conservative. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude, that's not even the case. Hey, I'll say right here, I think if you call yourself a Christian or anything and you're over here voting, I think you're a hypocrite, but that's just my honest opinion. Because it's like, it literally tells you in the Bible you're not supposed to mix religion and politics.
Yeah.
But I see that's the part of the Bible most of y'all like to skip. So, hey, do what you will there.
You know what? They pick and choose because
Oh,
they
yeah.
also say they're not
I'll
supposed
let
to
it be.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
I'll leave
disobey
it
your
be.
parents, but I've seen a lot of y'all disobeying your
Hey,
parents.
I'll leave it be. But, you know, moving on though. So let me ask you this. Because we were having this conversation before I decided to invite you onto the podcast. The big discussion is how should men approach women
Oh my God.
in any setting. Now,
What is the setting?
so we'll start off with this. Just out and about, how would you want a dude to approach you?
Don't.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's like I think it's very I want to say
Wait, hang on. So,
yeah.
are you the aggressor here? Then or is that what you're trying to say?
What do you mean aggressive?
Like, do you be approaching
Oh
dudes?
no, I never approached
Oh, okay,
them.
I'm just asking.
It's like they catch you off guard type things. Just don't be creepy, man. I'm saying
I feel you.
it's situational. Like if I'm out and about and running errands and I have an AirPod in, obviously don't approach me.
Yeah, don't talk to me.
You know. But if I'm out and about running errands and I don't have an AirPod on me or anything like that, and you're genuinely confused, ask me a question. Like I don't care. I've had people come to me at work and be like, "Oh, can I have your number?" And I'm like, "I'm literally at work. Like this is weird. Like, don't make this weird for both of us. You're shopping in here. Like, it's very much just like timing and knowing when to do it. Like, don't ever ask someone when they're working for their number, please."
Yeah, I've always thought that was a little weird myself. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, you don't know what type of day I'm having. Like, leave me alone.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, like I'll tell people all the time. Like, well, aside from obviously, I'm not really trying to
Yeah.
talk to just anybody out here. Like me, I just don't approach any women while I'm out and about because it's like you're almost setting yourself up for failure in some instances. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but I feel like in most, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Because I told you. No, wait, hang on. The worst they can say is no. True or untrue?
True. You already know what the worst thing is. You already played out every scenario in your head before you even sent a text or before you made the decision to even approach them. Or I mean, unless you're really confident and you're like, oh, no one can say no to me. But yet again, that's a you thing you need to work on.
I actually think it's untrue.
What's
I've seen some of them group chats. Y'all are vicious in them group chats.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, look, nah. Oh, you did it to a dude, huh?
No.
You did it. I know you
Maybe.
did. You did it to one dude that we actually both know, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see? Uh-huh.
Yep.
To
be fair, though.
I mean, to be fair,
was very weird with it.
I'm not surprised at all.
You know?
Or wait.
But I feel like also his mentality was like, she won't say no to me.
Wait, are we talking about the same dude?
Are we?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
No, I always say, look, like I said, I've seen some of the group chats. Y'all be flaming dudes. Like, I thought dude group chats were bad. No, y'all are even worse as women because y'all just be dragging us through the mud.
Like, we take it to like the literature stance on it.
I be over here like, dang, bro, like what I do to you. It'd be crazy, low key, but at the same time, I'm like, you just gotta eat it. But at the same time, too, like, yeah, you are right. You better be confident, man. Like, because if you ain't confident, women can tell instantly. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yep.
And I've learned that the hard way many times. Like, yeah, they can tell instantly. Damn, but still, y'all ain't gotta be that vicious, low key.
Hey, you put yourself out there. It's open fire. And what they won't know won't hit them.
Look. So, what about approaching you in the gym? Absolute no.
As long as my headphones are off, go for it.
Oh, okay.
You know? Good. There will be times where my headphones are off because I'll be sweating. So
I was about to say, because there's a few times I just came able to say hi to you. I felt you wanted to swing on me a few times.
We're friends. Though.
I know, but I'm like, dang.
That is
I was trying to say hi. I hadn't seen you in like weeks. I'm like, man, she might swing on me one day.
Y'all gotta realize when I'm in the gym, I'm fighting demons. And also, most of the time, when he pops up on me, he does it so stealthily. Like, I genuinely get scared sometimes.
See, I have been told I do have I wouldn't even call it a bad habit. It's almost a gift. Like, I can just walk quietly.
Yeah. Like that one time I was on the treadmill and you just popped up out of nowhere.
I mean, you didn't slip and fall, though. If you would have slipped and fall, I would have caught you. If that helps.
That's not the point, man.
Look, I'm just saying, if it helps a little bit more. Look.
Thanks. I wouldn't have become
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So, is that the only no? Don't approach me in the gym overall?
I mean, you can approach me. Okay, look, this is very, okay. And I'm not proud. Well, actually, I am. Because, I'm standing on business. If you're hot, I don't care when you approach me. The thing is, though, what do I consider hot?
Hey, fella, you got the green flag. Yeah, that's all I heard. Like, hey, go
it's
for it.
It's very situational, though.
Go for it. Okay, so let me ask you this then. Do you think women should approach dudes?
Sometimes I've did it before.
Oh.
You don't know the man, but
What? Hold up.
this is the first and
Hold
the last
up.
time I ever did it because
I need to hear this story now. I need to hear this.
Okay, so this was before I actually met you, and I actually had a friend that went to the gym. His name was Tommy. He's a very good friend of mine. And we made a pact actually, which I want to preference and say, when we said if we get to 35 and we're still not married, we're gonna get married to each other.
Ooh,
so to this day, we still talk and we still remind each other of this. So Tommy, for watching this, I'm keeping my word. But we were at the gym.
Tommy, she ain't keeping her word. Don't let her lie to you.
Sir. So we were at the gym and we always talk about relationships because he had like something going on with his life and I literally had nothing going on with mine. And one day, out of nowhere, this really hot guy just like pops up at the gym. And so I'm telling him, I'm like, oh my God, I think he's really cute. Tommy, the sweet man that he is, he tells me, you should go talk to him. Huh? No. Like, I'm scared. And he makes it a thing to go like where the bench press is at. So I'm over here like talking to him. Homeboys were like, the pull down machines at.
Yeah.
So he's right there and he's like, just go. And then he starts doing like when you're on your knee and like you pull down I don't know what they're called. But he's like, look, he's literally on his knees for you. I still remember this conversation. And I'm like, I hate you so much. He's like, come on, just do it. And so he bribed me. He was like, look, if you do it, I'll bring you ceviche tomorrow. And I'm like, you know what? He does make really good ceviche. So I did it. And I talked to him and turns out he had a girlfriend. So I was like, okay, never mind. He was like, props to you for coming up to a guy though. I've never seen a girl do that. So good job. And I said, I didn't want props. I wanted like not to be rejected, but whatever. But you know what? Good on him for like saying he has a girlfriend and like shutting him down. But I did see him a couple times after the gym and he would like come up to me and say hi and like.
Your pride was hurt, wasn't it?
My pride was hurt. My
Welcome
ego
to
was
being a dude.
Yep. And I'm never doing that again. So I stand on that.
Welcome to being a dude.
I'm like, only friendships.
I always say, I'm like, y'all don't realize how easy y'all actually have it. Like, okay, wait. Do you think that men have it harder in terms of us trying to talk to y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, because I always say, like, you gotta, like, I was trying to explain this to a homegirl. You gotta understand, I have to work with, you're not tall enough. I just don't like how you look. I don't talk to black dudes. I've heard that one before, and I'm like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the social media one, you don't make six figures. Would you like to joke about, but there's times I think you're serious, low key.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
The 6-figure ones to me is like so crazy. Why don't you make 6 figures?
Why don't you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, girls are like, oh, like you don't make 6 figures. I'm like, girl, just you go out and make 6 figures. It's not that hard. I mean, it is.
The height one is what bugs me at times.
Oh, the height one?
It's like, dude, what do you want me to do?
Okay, the height one, you know what? I agree with the height one. I'm sorry. I have a height requirement too.
Of course you do.
I'm 5'2". I don't care.
Of course you do.
I need to be speaking up. I was like, we can't be eye to eye.
Of course you do.
That is embarrassing. No. You mean to tell me I can't wear heels when we go out on dates?
I mean, I got asked that one time by a girl. She's like, so if your girl wears heels and she's taller than you, does it bug you? I'm like, no. But also, too, I'm a firm believer in almost every woman looks good in heels, so I prefer you to wear heels. For some odd reason, and we'll get to icks in a minute, but flats are an ick for me. I hate them so much.
What type of flats? Like sandal flats?
Like, I understand if like you're tired of wearing your heels the whole night, so you switch to them. But if you purposely went out with them, I can't do it. It just messes up the outfit.
Oh my god! So how do you feel about sneakers in the club?
In terms of,
like, just going out to the club.
oh, honestly, I think women look great in sneakers.
Oh, okay.
But also, it has to fit them properly. Like, the style of the sneaker has to fit them. But also, you're talking to a sneakerhead, so
Yeah.
I'll always say a woman looks good in sneakers.
Period.
I was just saying. But I was just saying, though, buddy, I'm battling here trying to talk to any woman because, like, I got to jump through so many hula-hoops. Like, I literally got to run the gauntlet here.
Okay, so you're going out to dinner.
Okay.
And she wears sneakers. But,
Yeah.
like, not like Nikes or any of, like, those sneakerhead ones, but they're, like, Alexander McQueen's, like, or Dolce Gabbana's or, like,
I'm cool with that.
Burberry's.
I mean, it's not my taste, but as long as they look good and they match the fit, I'm cool with it.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I like fashion. I'm a fashion guy. But,
Great.
hey, it's got to match the outfit. All right.
All right, bottom line is just has to match the outfit.
All right, so
Yeah,
I guess
okay,
we're getting
okay.
into Icks then.
Oh, Icks. Okay.
Look, I'm just going to say this for all women. They're over-exaggerated at times.
Uh-huh.
At times. There are some that are totally understandable. Like, in terms of, like, people being weirdos and all that. I totally understand that. Like, I tell most women, I'm actually on y'all's side because I predominantly grew up in a family with women, so I understand. But there's a point where I have to sit here and say, hold on, this ick doesn't fully make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I heard this chick talking about, oh, an ick for me is when they use Apple Pay. I'm like, so do you want it paid for or not? Like,
As a person who uses Apple Pay, I am offended. How is that an ick?
exactly.
How is that an ick?
That's all I was saying. I'm like, it's getting paid for. What is the problem?
Yeah. How's that? In terms of that, I would say like a Cash App card. Like, what
I feel that,
actually. At your grown age with a Cash App card.
I totally feel that. No, because
What?
even I be getting on people. I'm like, how is it you don't have an actual bank account? You only got Cash App.
Yeah, like
No, it's time to grow up.
I get it if you have multiple bank accounts and just Cash App happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
But like your primary source being Cash App is very sketch to me.
Oh yeah, agreed. Totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Or what was another crazy one? Oh, jeez. I hate a man that knows his worth because that's annoying. I'm like, what?
How?
I don't
Like you know what's my ick? A sassy man. Not you knowing your worth, but a sassy man.
Oh, so zesty.
Why are you out sassing me? I thought I was the girl in the relationship.
So I tell you don't like Cat then, the basketball player.
Kat Dennings?
No, the basketball player. Everybody loves Cat Dennings.
Who is that?
Oh, okay. You don't know who Karl Anthony Towns is.
No.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
should we pick? Maybe if I say
I forgot you don't watch sports.
I don't watch sports.
Dang,
I don't.
this is crazy.
Is he the one that dresses like an emo person?
Oh, no, that's Jimmy Butler.
I like him.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like Jimmy Butler? Hey, hang on. Oh, wait, there he is. Karl Anthony Towns. This guy.
I've never seen that man in my life.
Okay, he's probably the most zestiest NBA player of all time. I'll have to show you some videos. You'll understand real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but I do feel you on that. Out sassing a woman, dude. Like, what are you doing? Hang on.
Yeah. I know a couple guys that are raised by women. You're not like this, by the way. But
I appreciate that.
they're very sassy men. And I'm like, I can just tell you were raised with a bunch of girls. Like, I can just tell. And to me, I'm like, ew. Like, why are you being petty? Like, that is not a good character, like, flaw for you.
So I'm not gonna lie. I can't be real petty.
You can be, but it's not
like a like
extent where, like, you will stop talking to someone because they said something out of line. Like, I feel you're the type to just be like, all right, that's your opinion. I respect it.
I mean, I'll stop talking to you, but it's gonna end off with that, and then it's like, yeah, we don't gotta talk, bro. I'm cool. But I mean, that's just like, I don't feel the need to deal with somebody that don't really want to deal with me or treating me disrespectfully.
No, yeah, but like,
but that's fair.
Yeah, but like with them, it's very much like, oh, like,
you said this one thing that might actually been the truth,
and then they save it until your next argument, and then they're over here like, oh, but remember when you said this? And I'm like, I thought we were good with that, bro. Like, why are you bringing up something that happened in August?
Like, oh, you could have said so, like, right then and there, like,
yeah.
Nah, I feel that. I'm trying to think. Because truth be told, like, I don't feel like dudes have much icks for, well, we don't even call it icks. We just call it red flags, low key.
Okay, I'll give you another one of my icks.
Okay,
it's kind of just like, why would you say that? Guys in sandals. I don't think guys should be in sandals out in the public. Why are your feet out?
Especially the thong sandals. That be making me so mad.
Yeah, or the Birks, the guys that are just out in the Birks with no socks.
No, because I hate
Birks.
Oh, word? Oh.
I hate Birks.
You know, actually, yeah, I've never seen you wear a pair of Birks.
I think they're so ugly. They're so uncomfortable. And everyone's like, oh, you just have to break them in. That doesn't work with me. No, thank you.
No, fam, like, literally, I'll be looking at dudes, like, just out and about, be wearing thong sandals, and I'm like, bro, you're not ready. Like,
especially here in Arizona, they just be out and about raw dogging it.
So
what?
I have this weird thing because let's be honest here, we live in America. We know what America is definitely famous for, and it's sad to say it's famous for
hamburgers, obesity,
guns? No, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, bow, everywhere. I always tell people, look, bro, you ain't gonna catch me in sandals in public. I gotta be ready to dip. Like, the second I hear that pop, like, I gotta be ready to go, bro. Yeah. So, that's why I say, nah, I can't, I can't do thong sandals. I feel that. I feel that completely.
Yeah, I just feel like at your grown age, why are your toes out in public? And it's just like, there's better alternatives out there, man. Just put on a pair of Crocs, please. Like, don't step out with your feet out. Like, it's so ugly.
Yeah.
I think it's a crime. I feel personally victimized when they're out and about.
Well, I mean,
if I could call the police, I would.
I always say, like, if you don't have your toes out, at least go get your toes done. Like, that's all I'm saying.
And most men just don't even care how they look, how their feet look. Just go get a pedicure. There's a thing as men pedicures for a reason, and I actually respect men who go do those.
You know, I used to hate on it. I will not lie. But then one of my OGs actually broke it down. So he's like, "There's a reason why my feet don't hurt." I'm like, shout out to you, by the way, Doc. But yeah, I understood. I understood instantly when he said that. So let's see. I'm really trying to think of a red flag. Ooh. Okay, let me ask. Do you have any red flags for women? Like women that you just cannot stand. You know, actually, I do got one. Oh, think about that a little bit more. But constant complaining But this is just for anybody. I just absolutely hate it. Like, I try to tell you all the time, I try my hardest not to complain about anything because I understand things happen. You just got to push through it. That's probably my biggest one. My other one, I already said wearing flats. I hate that so much.
Okay.
Trying to think too.
No, I'm with you with the constant complaining one. But to the point where, so I have a lot of girlfriends, and most of them complain about their boyfriends not doing this, not doing that. And it's stuff that's like, why are you even putting up with this?
Yeah, it's like, leave.
It's like, she finally broke up with him. So I'll talk about it. But it was a long distance relationship.
That's already a tough one.
Yep. And he wouldn't send her like just little stuff like money for like her to get her Starbucks on Friday mornings, or like he wouldn't like help her out like when she would like go do her nails or stuff like that. And she would actually be the one to send him money, like, oh, happy Friday, like here's like $15 for your coffee.
Yeah.
Woman, why are you doing that? Like that's
if he ain't doing it for you, don't do it for him. Plain and simple.
Yeah, and like one time she like confronted him and she was like, you don't ever do this, you don't ever do that, this and that. Mind you, this relationship was 2 years long. He changed for about a month, and then he went back to like doing whatever he wasn't providing for her, and she just kept back to going to actually like complaining and stuff. And it's just like, you don't have my sympathy, you don't have my energy to like for you to be complaining about all this stuff he doesn't do, knowing damn well you already had this talk with him and he didn't change. He changed for like a couple of weeks and then he went back to his old patterns. Like that's when you should have just gotten your stuff and left. To me, I think that's her losing her worth and not respecting herself. Like,
agreed.
You know?
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
So, we gonna flip-flop.
Oh.
It's time for you to ask me some questions.
Oh, no. Okay, I didn't prepare anything.
See, I knew you were gonna do that, too.
I don't know, man.
You can ask me whatever. I do this segment because the last guest I had on, she said I need to start talking about myself more, give my own thoughts. So, you can ask me whatever.
Describe who you are in your friend group. Like, what's your purpose in the friend group? I feel like everyone has
kind of the voice of reason, I'd say, in most of my friend groups. And I don't really like say that to toot my own horn. It's just that's kind of how it has became. And also, I'd probably say probably the most reliable out of most of my friend groups. Just basically, if you need something, I'm going to try my best to make sure I help you. But also, if I got to tell you the truth, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Third, a reliable and plump friend.
I'll try.
Respect. What's the one brand you can't stand?
That's a good one.
Like either it's marketing schemes or just products.
Anything to do with the Kardashians.
Oh.
I can't stand that family. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I like their stuff.
Look, hey, to each your own. To each your own.
But I'm also a girl who's a huge consumer, so, you know.
Hey, look, to each your own. I just can't stand that family personally, but that's just my personal opinion. Well,
how do you feel about Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, that's my dog. Hey, he's next up. I will forever stand on that. He's next up. Because it was going to be RIP to him, Chadwick Boseman. I think he was going to be the guy, but especially for the black community. Really, I could see Michael B. Jordan, and this is a stretch to say, but I think he is this generation's Denzel Washington. I think he can pretty much do it all. in terms of acting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will hear you.
I think Damson Idris, the guy from Snowfall, that's like another one that's like close.
I don't know who that is.
Trying to think, what did he play in? You didn't see Snowfall?
No.
I'm trying to think what else he would have been in that you might have seen. I can't think of anything else, but yeah.
Period.
Yeah. What else you got for
because
me?
of his newest movie. Have you seen it?
Oh, Sinners?
Yeah.
I have not, unfortunately. I meant to. I just could not find the time. I'm so hurt.
It's quite a movie.
I've heard.
Okay. So speaking of movies, what's your favorite movie?
Dang, I just talked about this too, but probably one of my favorite movies is Rush. The movie it basically talks about, it's F1, but it talks about the rivalry between Niki Lauda and James Hunt, like back in like the 70s. So yeah, just a very good movie.
Period. I know nothing about it, but cool.
Yeah, that's fair. Not too many people do, so that's fair.
I don't know. Tell us a childhood story.
You gotta do better than that.
What's your fondest memory from your childhood?
Dang.
Or what was your favorite food when you were a child?
I'm trying to think actually. Fondest memory. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna ask one more. Just give me like situational.
Who was your favorite teacher when you were in elementary school?
Oh man. Okay, so that helps actually. So R.I.P. to her, Miss Silverberg. Yeah, she actually passed when I was still in elementary school. She was a very cool teacher. Always made class fun, and just it definitely hurt to hear that she died. I mean, I didn't really understand it very well as a kid back then, but to think that I was a part of the last class that she got to teach, that's definitely one that kind of sits with me at times. Like, even thinking about it now, I'm like, man, that is crazy.
Oh, that is so sad.
Yeah, but R.I.P. to her. She phenomenal teacher.
Okay, and I know you don't believe in this, but what's your horoscope sign?
Oh God. I knew you were gonna do this.
Told me to ask you questions.
All right.
This is what the people want to know. Medium people.
I'm a Scorpio. To be fair, I don't believe any of this is real.
Oh, we know.
But
I do though.
But hang on, let me ask you a quick question. Why are you so focused on it?
Just, it's funny. It explains a lot.
Wait, what's yours?
I'm a Leo.
Last I read, aren't Leos and Scorpios supposed to be cool?
Yeah.
Ah, that explains a lot now. Okay.
Well, I'm also Scorpio rising.
I don't know what that is. So.
Okay, let me break it down to you. A little intro into astrology. Your sun sign is who you are at your core. Your moon sign is how you handle emotions and everyone else's emotions. And your rising is like people who don't know you, this is what they perceive that you are. So if you were never to know me, people think I'm a Scorpio. It's like a very standoffish, very intimidating person.
That is fair.
Yeah. It's very true though.
Totally fair.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I know it's a pseudoscience, but there is like some, like it correlates. Some of it correlates. So you just have to learn how to read it. It's like any other language.
And I'm gonna give you one more.
Okay. Other than Japan, where would you like to travel?
Can I pick somewhere that I have been, or do I gotta pick?
No, it's somewhere completely new that you've never been
Okay.
before.
I would probably like to go to somewhere in Africa,
Okay.
and it's more so just to kind of see, because just how it's portrayed to us as Americans, and like hearing about it from like actual Africans I've spoken with, two totally different things. So I would want to see it.
I was thinking Monaco for the F1 races.
Yeah, what? I just hate that track. So it's like, like literally trying to watch the race last week. I was so bored, but I mean, Monaco would be cool to go to at least one time.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, well, dang, I can't pick that because I've technically been there. I was gonna say Singapore, but I've technically been there. So yeah, I can't pick that. Okay.
Sick.
Damn. Yeah. So, but hey, it was a pleasure to have you on. I know you're a little nervous, this being your first podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Hey, you're welcome back anytime.
Oh my. Okay.
So, am I gonna get to be on yours that you're currently working on, or what's up?
Maybe. Let me get another mic set up.
All right, say what? Hey, you heard it here. I'm older to that thing.
Yeah, there is gonna be like a segment where my friends just like, come on. So.
Well, feel free to plug all your stuff in.
All right, cool.
Your social medias and all that.
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, Yumara_me, and then my podcast is gonna be You Mad at Me.
All right. I like that name, man. Hey, that's solid, actually. Hey, I like that.
It's literally just me explaining like some really funny stories. I'm just being a Yaposaurus Rex on there. Like, there's literally nothing.
Hey, I like that name a lot, actually.
It's already
clever,
sir.
That's clever. I like that. Hey, shout out to that.
Yep.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Y'all take it easy. Mackism effect.